What's up, everybody? It's Dom Universe. Now, today I wanted to make a very, very important video to people who anybody who just got out of a relationship or are yearning for a relationship. I'm kind of out of breath because I just got done doing a lot of work, but I want people to understand that it's okay to be alone. I want people to understand that being alone makes you stronger. When you alone, this gives you time to reevaluate your life. It gives you time to detach from everything. It gives you time to build self-love, so that next time you do go out and you find a relationship, you have love to give to that person. When you alone, some people, they get bored. I myself, I'm alone a lot. I go places alone. I go to the movies by myself. I go to parties by myself. I stopped hanging in groups because I realized it. Sometimes everybody you hang around not gonna be like you. So some of them people, they may want to do things that you don't care about or things that you're not into. So it's like if you're not around somebody who's trying to help you evolve, you got to get away from them. And you the main source to help yourself evolve. So being alone, you have the time to sit alone with your thoughts and figure out and sit back and realize what's going on inside of your head and inside of your body. You're paying attention to your emotions and your thoughts, your feelings, etc. Because one thing I also noticed being alone, and something I heard is like when you are a person who, when you alone and you get bored, that means in the spirit realm, it's like your spirit is just, what's the word again? Stagnant, whatever. And it's like in that life, inside the spirit realm, it's like something called a board. Is literally where the word board came from. It's like a board where you should have things on your list to do, right? And if your spirit is just bored and it's stagnant, then that's like that's like your spirit being dead. That's like you being dead in the spirit realm. So you just a disconnected, isolated person. And people will say being alone will make you addicted to being alone. And I will agree. Because when you alone, you get to do whatever the fuck you want and not have to accommodate to nobody else. You can have fun by yourself. I always have fun by myself. Like, I don't need nobody. I stopped hanging out with people for this shit. I would rather be by myself. I would rather be alone and not in a relationship. And people, they look at that as like a bad thing. They think they have to be in a relationship in this life. They think they scared to die alone, or they don't like to be alone. You were born alone and you are going to die alone. The person you probably yearning for or miss, it's more than half a chance. It's like above 50% that person was your twin flame. I mean, that person was not your twin flame. And then another thing is, twin flames and soulmates are not the same thing. Anybody can be your soulmate. But all in all, what I want people to do is, when you are alone, if you just got out of a relationship, whatever, as long as if you a person who are alone a lot and you like to be alone and do things on your own, you got to realize there is nothing wrong with that. People hang out a lot and they feel like they have to be around people. If you feel like you have to be around people, when do you get time to meditate? When do you get time to better yourself? When do you get time to work on yourself, period, mentally and inside your body? When you always hanging around people. These people, what do these people do besides go to parties, hang out, smoke, do drugs, and have sex? What do they do besides that? How is that evolving you? What I will say is, stop hanging around them people. Learn how to be alone. And even in a relationship, alone time is very essential. Too much time together is very unhealthy. Relationship experts will tell you that. Too much time together is very unhealthy. That's another thing I learned in a relationship, because me and my ex, we will always be on the phone. Matter of fact, that's with many females I've talked to or been with. we will always be on the phone a lot. And it don't be me who want to be on the phone, it be them. And that can literally become sickening. Like, literally, you be on the phone to the point where you just sick of it, literally. Like, it make you lethargic. Like, okay, can we hang up? And I'm a person who don't like to text. So if I don't text you back, if I don't call you back, I'm minding my own business. I'm worried about myself. If I don't want to hang out with you, that's because I want to do things by myself. Matter of fact, I've always been an independent person. I always do things by myself. This is why in spirituality, ever since I became spiritual, even before that, as a matter of fact, but I'm starting to realize it every day more and more how independent I am, because I don't have nobody who can relate to me. I don't know nobody who can relate to me. So every problem I ever ran into, every problem I ever have and ever will have, I'll always find something or some way to deal with it or like get past it by myself. Because most humans are not going to be able to relate to me. Like, it's so hard to find people to relate to me. And even if I found a person who is spiritual, I don't think people would be able to understand. I'm not going to say that. I'm not, because some people get to a point when they so independent, they don't want to ask for help. I want people to know that it's okay to ask for help. Look at this squirrel right here. Look at this little dude. Look at him. He's staring at me. But yeah, anyway, that's pretty much it, I think. I just wanted people to understand, understand that you don't need nobody in your life. I'm not telling you to be alone, a lonely loner or a lone wolf. Be alone or be alone your whole life, or think you don't need nobody. I mean, you don't need anyone. But what I'm saying is, you don't have to feel centered off and disconnected from the world, because that's one thing you can accidentally do when you always alone. Is start to feel disconnected from people, even your family. But that's people. I stay connected to people I care about. Otherwise, it's gonna be hard to be expressive to them. But that's one thing you gotta learn. When you alone, you should be practicing and focused on yourself and bettering yourself. Looking up things that make you a better you. You should be becoming your greatest version. You shouldn't be on this planet just being a regular, typical person who part of society in this third dimensional matrix, because you better than that. And I'm talking especially to Americans, because Americans are the chosen people. Americans are the chosen people. In the Bible, when it talks about God's chosen people or the chosen ones or whatever, it is referring to the people in America. I will get into that in another video soon, but that's pretty much it. If you somebody who going through this, or you somebody who alone, you probably in a position where you feel like you don't want to be alone. You supposed to want to be alone. But if you somebody who don't feel like, you feel useless and you probably feel like shit by yourself, don't hesitate to message me and talk to me about it. Don't hesitate. I give great advice. That's what I'm on YouTube for. You need help with anything, let me know. Dom Universe taking off. I love you all. Like, subscribe, peace.